Mic test, 1, 2, 3, mic test, mic test. Good morning, classmates. Good morning, teachers. Good morning, panelists. I'm Benjohn Padua from VC199, and today I'm going to present about my thesis proposal, a human-centered approach in establishing routines for young children. Daba sa peer, assisting parents in routine. So, appear tayo dyan. For my introduction, for my background, or overview of the project, Maltras and Company found that individuals who grew up with predictable daily routines are less likely to have time management or attention problem as adults. Emphasizing the importance of consistency in routines, the study implies there is a stronger sense of family stability when the children know what to expect on a daily basis than those who randomly experience activities and routines. During my needs finding assessment, this is the problem that pop out. So our stakeholders that what they want to solve are working professionals with children juggle full-time childcare and work from home while trying to be as productive as possible. Our insight for that is a routine kit that will increase the productivity and effectively manage the time of the stakeholders. And our stakeholders are the parents who have kids between 1 to 10 years old, which is very important because it is their fundamental years where they learn everything in support for our hypothesis on the benefits of routines. Healthy development necessitates an immediate environment characterized by predictability and consistency, said by Brough and Benner in 1979. And there are multiple benefits of family routines which are distinct and can be contrasted along the dimension of communication, commitment, and continuity, according to Spagnola and Weiss in 2007. Reading routines may support the development of early literacy skills, said by Weiss, Eckert, and Spagnola in 2005, and Brody and Floor said in 1997, found that the relation between parental self-esteem and child adjustment in rural African American families was mediated by family routines. And what are our objectives? And this is what we want to achieve. Increase the productivity of the stakeholders and effectively manage the time of the stakeholders. Um, for the significance of the project, in terms of scope, it is beneficial to 28 stakeholders living in San Jose del Monte City whose children are between ages 1 to 10, as I said earlier about our stakeholders. In terms of time, it is essential to increase productivity and effectively manage the time of stakeholders. For my methods, these are the phases that I've been through during this research proposal. First, inspirational base, interviews via in-person and online surveys, ideation phase, examination of themes, realization of insights, and formation of how might we questions. And currently, we are now in implementation phase, creation of a toolkit and application of toolkit that hopefully we could do the next sem. So for my theoretical framework, this is what we come up to, an appear toolkit. In schedule, a contextualized time system for the parent and child. There also would be a rewards board contains small number of explicit rules which set out positive behavior and expectations. And last, activity cards contains physical and literacy activities throughout each day. First, this is the example of our schedule. In the schedule, we put up the usual feeding times, sleep time, and quiet time. We're gonna also add to physical activities, which is adult led, can be done indoor or outdoor for active transitions, and independent activities, child led literacy activities. These are the example of explicit rules, can be categorized into different groups, and if they follow the rules, they can have rewards, and these are the rewards. The reward board can involve access to online games or activities, special treat, or 4 point towards some special event such as watching favorite TV or online shows. And these are the example of one of the activity cards, which is the physical card. In the toolkit, they're going to have a set of cards which contains the verb of the day that they're going to do. For example, on this slide, they pick up walk. So on walk, on that card, they have multiple activities that the parent could lead during their scheduled time. First, the ways to walk, fun with animals, various spots, or nature walk. These activities promotes different aspects of their formative years. First, the ways to walk, because it is parent-led, you can teach them how to properly walk by teaching them how different walk could be. Fun with the animals. By this way, they could categorize each animal they see on its way. And various spots is practice walking on a pathway and pretend it's balance beam or a tightrope. It promotes following the law. And nature walk, which take the children on an imaginary nature walk, which help them to be creative and imaginative at the same time. Next is the literacy activities. The parent with the toolkit will be giving a deck of card or set of cards which the children will get during his alone time or her alone time. For example, on this card, he get the word sort. So the definition will be there, which the meaning of sort is arranged in groups, and also a list of activities that he could do or she could do during the child's alone time. Literacy activities are accompanied by printed worksheets or manipulatives. As I said earlier, it is a contextualized blocks of time. So why we add physical activities that adults led and independent activities which is child led, it will give more time for the both stakeholders and their kids. For example, during the adult led time, they could do it while they're on a break, and at the same time independent activities or just child led, they can do it while they're working. Also, one example, that's why we said it's a contextualized block of time. For example, you have three kids. One is 1 year old, one is a 3 year old, and one is a 4 year old or 6 years old. For the 1 year old, you're going to use a proposed schedule that you build because this time is the most crucial time for that age, which is 1 to 3. They're dependent. So the schedule that you're going to use is the schedule that you wrote for them. For your kid that is 3 year old, which is striving for independence, you would use a different scheduling time. Both the parent and the kid would have an agreement that they could use for them to do such activities. And for your 6 years old, which is aware in self-care routines, you could introduce them into a better and freer schedule that you both agreed. That's why we say that it's contextualized block of time. For my metrics of success, I have two. Productivity inventory or PI. The PI is composed of 10 items. Stakeholders will be asked to rate their productivity using 5-point Likert type scale ranging from 0, nothing, to 5 totally. Second, child routine questionnaire, CRQ. CRQ is composed of 42 items. Stakeholders will be asked to rate the frequency and importance of daily and weekly routines for their child. Item frequency will be rated using 5-point Likert type scale ranging from 0, almost never, to 4, nearly always. Item importance was rated from 0, not at all, to 4, very. For my conclusion, how might we help parents in increasing their productivity while caring for their children? In distribution, the APPEAR toolkit shall be given to the stakeholder once they consented to participate in the study. For content, the stakeholder shall be exposed to sample activities written on the card contain ideas for implementing tasks while the parent is working facilitating the activity. For our hypothesis, the toolkit provides a structure to both parents and children and builds developmental appropriate activities into a daily routine. So, appear tayo dyan. We named the project Appear because, as we all know, one of the reward system we are all young are Appear. So, Appear. So, isa ito sa mga nakikita ko na itsura ng project nito pag natapos. That's my presentation and thank you very much. Appear tayo dyan!